But if I have to beg and plead for your sympathy, I don't mind, 'cause you mean that much to me. Ain't you proud to beg, sweet darling? Please don't leave me, girl. Ain't you proud to plead, baby, baby? Please don't leave me, girl. Now I heard a crying man is half a man with no sense of pride. But if I have to cry to keep you, I don't mind weeping if it'll keep you by my side. Ain't you proud to beg, sweet darling? Please don't leave me, girl. Ain't you proud to plead, baby, baby?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Baby Love Music Hour. My name is Bobby Baby Walker, and we are at the Madhouse Studios in New York, in Deer Park, New York. And we have a special segment that we're going to do today, and that segment is going to be on Conquer Entertainment, and it is an arm of Market America, and that is a company that was started by the daughter of the gentleman that started Market America, and we're going to be speaking to Kirk Adu from North Carolina. And without further ado, well, he should be calling in directly. I just want to mention that we are also going to be working on a few theory questions, and we're going to continue the music after the interview. Okay? Now, Conquer Entertainment is an arm of Market America, and Mr. Adu is going to be explaining that relationship and what it is that Market America and Conquer Entertainment does for musicians, because technically they have answered the question of what does a musician do while he's not performing, while he's not on stage, okay? And I believe Mr. Adu is calling in now, so we're gonna go to the phones. Mr. Adu.
Hey, I'm here.
How are you?
I'm fantastic, Bobby, and how are you?
Very good, very good. We're on line, and you're in North Carolina right now, right?
I'm in North Carolina right now.
Okay. How's
Yes,
the weather out there?
You know, a little rainy today, but overall the weather's nice, and it's just, I'm from New Jersey, so it's pretty much the same, just a little warmer. I like it down here. It's nice.
I hear you. I hear you. Kirk, are you a musician yourself?
Indeed, I am.
What do you play?
I play electric guitar, acoustic guitar. That's really my passion. Obviously, if you stick me in front of things, I can work it out. But that's what I do.
Okay.
Is play electric and acoustic.
All right. I found a picture of you online, so we are viewing. The audience is viewing it right now.
That's cool.
Tell us about Market America and Conquer Entertainment and how they relate to each other.
Okay. Let's start right now. I want to first I know you just gave me an intro, and thank you so much for that, Bobby, and also thank you, Madhouse TV, for having me. And I really am excited to get to share this with you. So, Conquer Entertainment is a division of Market America, okay? And what we do with Conquer Entertainment is basically a boutique, a music, lifestyle, and entertainment marketing company. You know, basically, what that means is we assist artists in to activate their fan base, their existing fans, to a higher level of engagement. Meaning, you can have all your fans, you can do everything you're already doing. We just give you extra tools so that you are able to help to monetize and fund your career. That's what it's really all about. And in the past, there were times that we were involved in various other aspects of an artist's career, but what we found that was what was most effective for us was to really hyper-focus and to focus on what we have to offer, what makes us unique, and what that is our relationship with Market America and Shop.com. And it's really buying power. It's the power to the people. See, it's a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of customers that are all together, and so they're able to leverage price points with major entities. So what that translates to artists is that they're able to have new and creative ways to help to fund their career. And let me get into that for a little bit. You see, with today's digital music landscape, with the introduction to online streaming and whatnot, obviously the industry is fine. It's alive. It's moving. You know, nothing died, but it's definitely evolving. It's not like it's 1985 or something, and you know, you come out with you have a new album, you sell a bunch of CDs, and then you make X amount of dollars. The streaming structure, as most of us know, as virtually everyone knows, it's a little different for the artist. So, you know, obviously, whatever means that an artist has of monetizing their career, more power to them. Obviously, there's their merch, there's their touring, and but what we're able to do is help them really maximize a lot of their social media efforts and a lot of the efforts they've already put into existing products like their music and their videos. So, you see, in today's marketplace, it's become more about access versus ownership. You know, it's like, I want to listen to something. It doesn't mean I have to go to a Sam Goody and buy the CD. It'll just appear like on my phone and whatnot, and I didn't actually buy it. So that's what I was really getting at. What we do here, though, it's a non-exclusive platform. So what that means is if an artist is leveraging our services, they still could do whatever they want with whoever they want. It's not an exclusive service. And there's millions of brands that an artist can endorse or that they can leverage. Obviously, you know, most of what you would see on any music video is available somewhere through our relationships.
So, Kurt, let me cut you off right there for a second. So this is about mostly the fans, right?
It's about artists connecting with their fans and giving them one extra connection. A good example is I could go on, I could have a particular artist that I really like, and I really like this artist. I go to the shows, I buy their music, I follow their social media, and if there's any trends or styles that this artist is involved in that I happen to, I want to embody, that I want to use, I want to wear, well then, whether or not the artist benefits from that monetarily, you know, that's up in the air most of the time. But what we have is a way to really kind of help to tip this into an artist's favor if that's what they want to do. And let me say something: Conquer Entertainment it's not for everybody. It just isn't. That being said, we work with artists with a larger social media following than, like, I'd say, a starting artist, like someone who just started out. So we need to see at least 10,000 fans that are engaged in our artist platform that will consider working with the artist. And we just don't work with anyone, because what we actually do is we pair the artists up with marketing mentors. And these mentors they've worked with us, and we really bring them up to speed in terms of make sure that they have their online background and the knowledge of how to engage an audience through social media and other methods of online marketing. And also they have extensive knowledge more importantly, they have extensive knowledge in our products and brands. So you can sit with an artist. All the knowledge is in our mentors. It's in their head. They know exactly what we have to offer. Because the internet's a funny place. I mean, to describe what's on the internet, it's like a big brain. So when they get with the artist, they assist the artist with their current engagement with their fan base, increasing that engagement, and they also give help in understanding how the money is generated through the sales of the different product categories.
Right.
And
that's
another big thing
an
is
important point.
really assisting. Sorry?
That's an important point. How does the fan base, I mean the artist, make money through being associated with Conquer Entertainment?
Let's just give a great example right here. Okay, let's say that I shoot a music video, right? Let's say that in the music video, let's get like an example here. I'm gonna just pick an example. Let's talk about let's say Janine Tirana. She's an artist that we work with. She's in the New York area. I'm sure some of the listeners that'll ring a bell. She does great things over there. Let's say she shoots a music video and she's our fans are watching. If a particular fan likes something that they see in the video, she can kind of post that. She can place the hyperlink. She can put something in her newsletter that kind of, if you want to know more about said, what it would be. Let's say it was clothes. Let's say she had something from Gap or something. She's wearing an outfit from Gap or from Macy's or somewhere like that. Or perhaps it's her makeup or what, like the palette that she used. And so any fan that really likes. If you've ever seen fans embody what an artist is doing, it happens. People really like to connect. So once that happens and that person clicks through, well then, Janine would receive credit, commissions, or and retail profits, depending on what the product is, and that just happened. Whereas if you're an artist without Conquer Entertainment, I mean, you're obviously everything went well. It's definitely something new, but it's like adding tools. You're maximizing efficiency. So that's really what it's all about. If a fan wants, let's say they like, they want to know, okay, what kind of pedal were you using? Or, oh wow, I like that guitar. That was a really weird capo. I've never seen that. She had some capo one day when she performed at one of our events. I'd never seen it before. It was I can't recall what it was called, but it's just the way that it worked. And only press certain strings. And at the time, a few years ago, I'd never seen one. I've seen some since then. But again, these are just examples of things that you can connect with your fans. And then the software itself is very, very, it's amazing. Because once a fan registers through there or kind of comes to her site and joins her fan club, basically, wherever she purchases, it helps. It really, the best way I can describe this without really kind of going too far into it is that there's really good tracking system online to help people get credit for their efforts. Bam.
So
that's really how that works. But yeah, to answer that question, it's like we're going to go out there. I can get 1 million likes on Facebook on a post, but if there was no transaction. I didn't get paid. Now, obviously, someone on Facebook put an ad up there somewhere on that. Someone got paid, but does the artist get paid? Is the question. So, with the various products and services that we have that we're able to let artists leverage, there is some that yield immediate retail profits. Some of them yield credit towards commissions or in a point structure as well. But it's all moving in the right direction.
So essentially, the artist is being sponsored by these companies, right?
I mean,
not quite.
In a sense. Now, I have to be careful how I word this, and that question, there would be a further discussion to really get to it. But I will tell you that the relationship does resemble that in a way. It's a unique relationship. Let me tell you. What's happening here is very special, and I'm really glad that I'm able to get out here and shed some light on the topic. And I sent over to you if you have posted up there an email address. If anyone has any questions or would like some more information, I'd love to go to get more in depth with them. And that's info@conquerentertainment.com. That'll come over to me.
Could you repeat that slow?
That's info. It's INFO at conquerentertainment.com.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
So yeah, that's really where it gets to. We work with artists through different marketing campaigns. It's not a one-size-fits-all. Different strokes for different folks, different products and services that we have access to will work out for different artists. So that's one of the things that's special. It's high-tech and high-touch. The individual that works with the artist, the marketing mentor, they will sit down with the artist and get a feel for, all right, what do you do and what do you want to do? And we look through what their style is all about, what they feel comfortable with sharing with their fans. And we don't do it for them. So it's important to mention we'll do it with them, and we'll really kind of coach them and in terms of structuring their team properly, because oftentimes, it doesn't all fall in the hands of just one person. I mean, teamwork makes the dream work. But the end goal is to really be able to work with the artist, have them familiarize themselves with what we have that is relevant to them, because information overload is real, and we don't want that happening to anyone. So it's about what's relevant. Like, if I'm here, I want potatoes, and then you bring me oranges, I'm like, what do you want me to do with this? But when we really hone in and dial in and show them where all of the parallels are and why this makes sense to leverage, because, hey, if you're already going to be out there, you're already making your newsletters, you're already putting together your social media posts, you're already marketing yourself, you might as well have some extra avenues and outlets to monetize your career, to sustain it, and get to achieve whatever your goals are. And that's another thing. Different artists have different goals, period. And so each of the artists that we work with individually, we will sit down with them and really hone in, dial in. We won't work with an artist if we can't figure out what their goals are. If they don't want to, or if they're not willing to participate, we can't really work with them, and we don't want to waste anyone's time. But again, back to the whole the goal situation. My point being is, some artists want to continue to play and just continue to get paid to play at the level that they're at. Some people are doing it. They're thinking about taking a step back, and some people are moving to the top, and that's really where it is. So you really want to figure out who you're working with, what their goals are, and put that in line with what we're doing. And as you move down the line, you want to measure, monitor, and adjust that situation. But yeah, it's great. So
Okay.
I know that you work with artists as well. I remember, as we had discussed, you're a vocal coach. I'd seen some of the footage from some of your gigs. You're pretty smooth.
Yeah,
So I know you can definitely relate.
So, Kirk, how does one get involved with Conquer Entertainment?
In order for someone to get involved with Conquer Entertainment, there's a couple different levels of involvement. If someone wishes to be an artist, they would actually have to be selected or contacted by one of our marketing mentors. Obviously, if they reach out to us, and then we'll pair them up appropriately given the location and genre of music and specialty, so on and so forth. If someone wishes to become a marketing mentor, our marketing mentors are actually Shop.com and Market America, business owners that first of all, they have to qualify. There's certain requirements that they have to establish themselves as their competency in retailing and in internet marketing. But after that, we will actually work with them, and we have a base of knowledge that we want to make sure that they're at. So we actually have a certification that we'll have with them, and then they're eligible to select artists for the platform and to work with them. So if there is indeed anyone that's out there that feels they want more info, see if this is something that would work out for them. Again, I'd say email that address that was given earlier, the info at conquerentertainment.com.
Okay, sounds like a winner. Um, who's the head of Conquer Entertainment?
Conquer Entertainment is headed by Amanda Reidinger. She is an amazing person, a visionary, and she possesses some amazing qualities, and just really the push and like how loving and how her the way she embodies this vision and brings it to reality. I actually know Amanda, and I know her personally, and she actually plays a little music herself as well. I mean, I see her in there, but it's not her big thing. April's actually more of the musician out of the pair of them. But yeah, I work with Amanda, and she's great.
Great. Let me ask you, after a person joins Conquer Entertainment and fits all the qualifications, etc., where do they go from there? Is there like a support system that is set up in order to keep everybody on track and aware of new developments in Conquer Entertainment and
We
also
most
assisting?
continue.
Excuse me?
Oh no, continue your question. It sounded like you had more.
Yeah, just in general, assisting the artists to answer questions that they may encounter along the way while they're performing or while they're traveling, etc. And how.
That's a great question, and there's a lot of support. There's a lot of support. Uh, April April Benson is actually the head of training, but even outside of that, we have various Facebook groups, support groups. At times, we have different broadcasts, and also, just regular old-fashioned phone calls and meetings. But yeah, we keep the knowledge base out there, and we encourage people looking for assistance to reach out to us. But also, we keep a steady flow of information and communication with the field. Now, as for the artists and when communicating what's happening, that's all part of the process of really sitting down with them. And we have a process called connecting the dots. And like I said, just to keep it simple, we just really take things from A to Z. We sit down, we look at the situation, say, all right, what are you looking to accomplish? What do you do? What brands do you use? What do you like? What do you want to share with your fans? And then by the end of that entire discussion or conversation, which is most likely going to be more than one, but the end result is a game plan or a strategy or a marketing campaign or direction. And the goal of it is just to really keep it simple, though. We really don't want people to really have to change up what they're doing or what. We're just adding in a couple of things. It's like getting a new T-shirt or something, but it's just more beneficial to the artist.
Okay. And if a person, for instance, has a lot of the dots connected and whatnot, um, and they have T-shirts, jackets, caps, of their own that they want to get to their fans, how would that Conquer Entertainment help them with that kind of situation?
The products and services that we offer to artists, we have a website. Obviously, it's getconquer.com. Artists is able to place their music and merchandise up for sale within through our site. So let me describe that. Like you said, if someone has T-shirts or they have a particular line of merch that they wish to create through us, we can do that for them. And there's two routes that they can take. Number one, we can drop ship it for them. People come on, they order, we handle the shipping, and it's convenient for many. But also, artists oftentimes need stuff on hand for their shows, their gigs, their tours, to their giveaways, whatever they're doing. So that's how we do that.
Right. Thank you, because that's a very important piece that a lot of musicians don't don't like to have to hire somebody to take care of their merchandise, and through Conquer Entertainment, they can have the company, drop ship it for them, and distribute it for them, and you know, at the same time,
It's
it's not a
it's
hassle,
pretty. It's exactly. It's not a hassle. It's pretty convenient.
Right, right. Um, Perks for the musicians. What do the musicians? What kinds of things can you say that musicians get out of Conquer Entertainment?
Well, they get a few things. Some of them. Let's just go down the line. Number one, they get an online space for themselves that they are able to populate. It's similar to what you may find in some other websites, but luckily we started this call with really outlining what makes our company different. Like, what's the difference?
Right.
Because you can put in your profile, your music, your bio, put a spot where you can really connect with your fans. Also, an artist gets access to they have a shop.com site, which is huge. It's a site that has where it's where all those thousands of brands come together and are on that site. It's a multi-million-dollar website, and the concept is that there are many, thousands, hundreds of thousands of entrepreneurs that all own these websites, and that's how we're able to leverage these price points with these different companies, because it all comes under one umbrella, basically. So an artist gets that. They get to work with the marketing mentor, and again, this is all within the $15 a month admin fee. It's only $15 a month because it's just an admin fee. And the premise of it is, we work with the artists, and so it's paid on production, basically. Unless there's stuff moving, we don't make money unless artists make money. That's that. So that's why it's only $15 a month. But the relationship with the marketing mentor is huge, and I'd have to say that's one of the more valuable things, because not everyone has as much direction as they think they have. Now, and when I say this, I'm not saying that we come in and we're going to give them all their career decisions or anything like that. No, not that, but just having people really slow down and think for themselves what they want to do. Where do they want to go? And how much are they willing to put in to get there? Many people thought of that, but oftentimes people it's a conversation with oneself it never really gets too old, and you really want to make sure that
it's ongoing. It's definitely ongoing.
It's an ongoing thing. So having support is a good thing, and it's a family. It's not really rigid or anything. I mean, we spend a decent amount of time working with the artists that we do work with, and so it's about having support, because the mentor won't work with the artist unless they want to. There's a lot of it is really based on desire. So it's a good relationship. So an artist gets a decent amount of support and direction. If that's what when I say, and I want to be clear when I say support and direction, like they get to solidify their foundation a bit without really having to commit to. It's not a record label. Let's start there. I mean, we're not a record label. We don't sign artists. Artists aren't exclusive to us. So it's just like having a friend in your corner, basically.
Could you talk about?
It's another aspect of it. But continue.
Could you talk about Justina as that relates to Justina, one of the first artists that you signed?
Justina, she's fantastic. I've met her personally. She's doing great things right now, and I believe she just is on tour or just got off of tour, and she's just amazing. She's an amazing artist. She's from North Jersey, I believe, and does a lot of things in New York and whatnot. But yeah, Justina, she's amazing.
Yeah, I met Justina a few years back, and I thought she was amazing too. And we talked about one of the things that I learned from her was that she had signed with a company, and the company allowed her um, to continue
So work
with
with us.
Conquer Entertainment because it was a very mutual kind of situation where everybody involved was benefiting from it.
Right, right, yeah. That's a good point. She had a relationship with an entity. It was a record label, and they, yeah, she still worked with us as well because it was not like, again, like I said, we're on exclusive. Now, if someone is with a record label, it's up to whatever they have to look into their unique relationship and say and to see if they're allowed to work with us. But we typically don't have a problem. That's not a problem that I've seen come up yet. Once it was addressed, sometimes people, I've just seen it where someone may have been like, oh, well, you know, maybe they were with a label and maybe they didn't ask, but it's in all the cases that we work with artists that are signed, I've never seen. Well, there's some things that have to be in the relationship. Maybe when something releases, where it releases. You know, there's a couple conversations, but the overall relationship is not affected.
Kirk, let me ask you: is there a site that people can go to listen to some of the artists that are on Conquer Entertainment?
GetConquered.com.
GetConquered.com. GET CO
Yeah,
CONQUER.com. All right. Okay, we're gonna take a break, and Kirk, are you gonna stay on, or you?
I actually have to split, Bobby, but I thank you so much for the opportunity and getting me out here on Madhouse TV. I think what you guys are doing is great, and I want to thank all the listeners. If anyone, again, has any questions about anything that I just mentioned, I really strongly recommend to get them answered because this is happening, and I hope everybody has a great weekend.
Okay, thank you very much, Kirk, and hopefully we can do this again, and get some updates.
Hopefully, yeah, man, we'll spice it up.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, man. You have a good one.
All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm going to do a live commercial. Hi, I'm Renee Marie, the president and founder of Renee Marie's Language of Love Foundation. I would like to personally invite you to our second annual telethon held right here on Madhouse TV. Did you know that nearly 80% of strokes could be prevented? By knowing the signs and getting to the hospital within a 4.5-hour window, you could save your life or someone's you love life or anyone's life. Strokes do not discriminate who it affects and at what time. A stroke can happen at any time and play a huge impact in your life. Do you know what aphasia is? It is a result of a stroke or brain injury, which affects the ability to speak and communicate. Think about how you would feel if you cannot express yourself, even in the simplest forms. I am blessed to say that I am a stroke survivor and can humbly speak of the experience of how it feels to express myself, to not be able to express myself, and not to understand. It is devastating. Please join us on March 20th, 2016 on Madhouse TV for a Language of Love telethon, which supports strokes and aphasia. You can visit our website at www.languageoflovetelethon.org. Together, we are lifting our voices and changing the face of strokes and aphasia locally and around the globe. God bless you, and I'll see you on Madhouse TV on March 20th, 2016. God bless everybody. Ciao. Hi.
What's the exact street?
Well, if anybody knows Amityville Village, you know that Broadway is an extension of Route 110. So if
Okay.
you take 110 south all the way to the very end, you're going to come to a point where there's a split in the road, and there's a beautiful white gazebo that sits right in the heart of the village. So if you take 110 south and you go underneath the railroad trestle and you're down in the village itself, as soon as you get to that split, before you go to the right or the left of the beautiful gazebo that's sitting there, we are directly on the left-hand side. We took over the old Lang's shoe store. So people that remember Lang's they've been in business since 1929.
Wow.
And have been in Amityville Village since 1929. So they weren't at the store. They were across the street, but they moved across to where the spot we were in 1962. So they were Lang's shoe store from 1962 in that spot all the way up to 5 years ago. In fact, there's such a buzz about Lang that somebody actually bought the sign that says Lang's since
Really?
1929.
Wow.
So it was an antique item that they're going to be taking down off the building soon.
I think this is a good time to tell you. You're doing okay, Mom. I can call you Mom, right? I know we haven't known each other very long, but you seem like a real keeper. You're not perfect. There was that strained carrots incident, but you're trying. You pick up my bottle every time I toss it out of my stroller. That's high comedy to an 8-month-old. You hum the Barber of Seville when you wash my hair. So cool. And your rub-downs are out of this world. Anyway, I want you to know how much I appreciate you. You know, right? How much I love you? You're doing okay, Mom.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Baby Love Music Hour at the Madhouse Studios. I'm Bobby Baby Walker, and we just heard from executive from Conquer Entertainment, Kirk Adu. And he is a musician himself, and he was telling us some of the fine points of what Conquer Entertainment does, and explaining the fact that it is a fan-based company. It works on fans, okay? And for instance, if you have fans that you want, they see you wearing something particular that they would like to wear through the company. They could purchase whatever you are wearing and get credit for it with the company that sells those particular wares or clothes. And as such, the musician gets notoriety and credit and like that. And it helps to build the artist's income and notoriety, okay? And so, we have Renee Marie in the studios, and she's working feverishly trying to put together her telethon for tomorrow. And we're gonna talk to Marie in a few seconds. Let her put on her lab.
As soon as I put the lab on. Is it on, Vicky? Okay. Hi. We're live from the telethon 24-hour to-go marathon.
So how are we doing with the marathon? Where
We
are we at?
We are so excited. We are so excited. We have such a jam-packed schedule for tomorrow with, Sherry, who was on the telethon program prior 2 or 3 times. She's part of the team. She's a stroke survivor. She'll be on. Virginia will be on as well. Michelangelo. We have a really surprise. We have a shocking news flash that we're going to be putting out to everyone, which is very, very, I don't want to say exciting because it's not exciting news. It's really a part of awareness. It really is a part of awareness. Someone, I'll give you a little hint, someone that we know and love has suffered a stroke.
Ooh.
I'm not going to tell you till tomorrow. And it's pretty interesting, the ironic way that the truth is that it could happen to anybody at any specific time. Anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. And that is just a pinpoint moment in our, in the store, in the thing. By the way, you look handsome today with that jacket.
Thank you. Does that mean that I don't look handsome most of
you
the
look
time?
very debonair today. You have a different personality. Sometimes you feel like being, casual. Sometimes you feel like...
I'm going to tell the audience a secret. I knew she would say that, so I wore it. That's why I wore it.
So that's yeah. So, but we have so many artists. We have who is going to be on the show tomorrow. I'm actually in the setup mode. We're in the back of the studio, the back of the house, doing a lot of preparation, setting up the studio in the back for, the volunteers and the guests and the artists. We're putting out coffee and, and sodas and waters and pretzels and yogurts and,
getting the studio prepared for the big day tomorrow.
Yeah, we're trying to get, we're trying to take care of those that are taking care of us. So, yeah.
And I'm supervising from over here.
Bobby's keeping the show going. Yeah, so we have a jam. So tune in tomorrow between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m.
There's going to be a lot of entertainment.
Oh my
God.
A lot
of good information.
Yeah.
So please tune in, and if you can, support the cause.
Yes.
Because it's a worthy cause, and we're helping raise money for aphasia and stroke.
And strokes.
And the Stroke Association.
Yeah, the beneficiaries are the American Stroke Association,
right,
the Head Injury Association, and our foundation, Renee Marie's Language of Love.
Right.
And we're all 501c3s. We're all really doing our work on, and you need financial aid to get there. But along with just asking for money, we're providing a whole day of entertainment and really awareness in stroke patients.
While we're talking about monies and whatnot, tell us, give us an example of what can happen if a person has a stroke, and how do they survive financially?
That's why you were on the show last week with us, and Tracy Lawrence was on there, and she's a financial advisor. And it really is important to set yourself up for what could happen in the future. You never know. Strokes happen at any specific time. And you know what? Any illness happens out of the blue. You don't prepare yourself for any illness. You just don't in life.
Right.
So you really need to set yourself up and prepare yourself for the future and set yourself up to be taken care of. But most people, I shouldn't say that, but a majority of the people aren't prepared for what will happen after you get an illness. Yeah. And it's sad because, while your family or the loved ones, or if you're single and you have nobody to take care of you, what do you do? Like, how do you pay PSC&G? And how do you, you can't go to work anymore. What are you going to do? You don't have financial anymore. You don't have the finances anymore. What are you going to do? And you got to go in for recovery. And who's going to talk to the social worker at the hospital? And who's going to talk to the insurance company? Who's going to let...
And may I add that you may not be able to talk to, advocate for yourself.
I know.
You may need somebody to advocate for you.
Right, and you don't even know if You don't even know, like your family doesn't even know. If you
Right.
don't make your family aware of your situation, someone
Or
in your
your
family,
needs, or your
or your
needs.
needs or something, you don't know. And then
right.
one of our really 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 big missions or causes, or it's going to be our legacy. We spoke about this with Judy that one time, that it's going to be our legacy to create, we're praying to create recovery centers that people can just go in the love mode and just be surrounded with love to recover, and don't worry about anything. We will do the work for you. We will try to work with your family without you being involved, because love is the answer, and love does take care of people.
Right.
I really
right.
believe that. I really
Absolutely.
believe that.
Absolutely.
So you know, we're pushing. We're pushing. We have a lot of really wonderful things we're working on. We're working on in hooking up with Mac Davis, Mr. Mac Davis. We wanna you know, meet you. We wanna re-record the "I Believe in Music" song with you, and then, you know, big a legacy. It'll be a legacy.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely.
So, but Bobby will be singing tomorrow. We're
Yes.
actually doing a spotlight segment. What are we doing on our spotlight segment?
We are the world.
We are the world.
We are the children. Wrong key.
We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving.
giving.
There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a brighter day. Just you and me.
All right.
Yeah.
Very
But
good,
yeah,
very good.
we're ready. We're ready.
Yes,
But
yes.
we last year we did. I planned on like having the whole show and the wonderful show, and then I planned like the end to have this big kabang, you know, blowout segment like going out. But I have found that most of the volunteers and artists are really coming for a 2-hour window.
Right.
You know, they have lives, you know, they don't want to hang around. Some people are hanging out the whole time, but some people can't. So I figured we'll do a smack in the center of the show so that everybody could be a part of it. And we have Parita, she's going to be a part of it. She's going to be a part of that song.
yeah.
Tracy Lawrence is going to be, and I'm so silly because Tracy Lawrence is a wonderful performer and singer. And so I invited her on my show to sing, but she's going to be doing a part with her husband, Bob. You're going to be doing a
No,
part.
not me.
Yes, you are. I hope that
Parita?
Parita will be here.
Yeah, with her husband, Bob?
No. Tracy
Tracy
with her
Lawrence?
husband, Bob.
Not me.
No, not no. You're not her husband, Bob. You're another Bob. You're BBW, Bobby Baby Walker.
Yeah.
But yeah. So who else is going to do it? I pray that Edwin Vasquez will be in the studio. Him and James Grover. We're hoping that they'll be able to stop in. You
Great
know,
musicians.
Oh
Great
my
musicians,
God!
both of them.
Oh my God!
Yes,
Phenomenal,
yes,
phenomenal. And when you talk about somebody singing from his heart and his soul and just very reverent and really doing a phenomenal job, you know, it's wonderful. Then out to us, we have Anthony Duke, who is a young artist, who is a phenomenal young artist. He's going to be a part of that.
Hopefully.
Deborah Toscano.
Yeah.
Deborah Toscano, she's performing. She's going to be a part of it.
We're going to have China.
China, yes, yeah.
We're going to have Kathy Huxley.
She didn't send me anything.
No?
I didn't hook up with her. I didn't hook. She said she had something else she had to do. She's scheduled somewhere else. Yeah.
My bad.
But next year.
Yeah, next year she'll be here, though.
And by the way, her name is Catherine.
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 Excuse me.
She likes
I
Catherine.
apologize, Catherine.
Catherine. She likes Catherine.
Yes.
So yeah. So we're so please hook up with us via social media. Social media is gonna rock. And you know, the truth is, if it snows a little bit tomorrow, it's pretty good for us because everybody will sit back. We were talking about it before.
Yeah.
Hey, you got nothing to do on a Saturday afternoon? You turn on the telethon. Sunday afternoon, right? You turn on the telethon and you rock and roll. You rock and roll.
Absolutely.
So it's good. It's good.
Okay, so we're gonna go to a break and we'll be right back.
know that. You you're on the ball list, so you can't even answer. I'm asking you about it. You gotta be highly skilled. You gotta be highly skilled. You understand that?
What are you sick?
Are you well versed there? Are you very smart man? Hit me with some funny shit.
My shit's twisted.
Tell me something. Tell me
What
something.
do you have right there?
That's awesome.
Well-
That's a big.
That's nice.
You know damn well.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's
Sir, hey, are you interested in
Twisted
or not?
talent.
Yes, I am. Sure. I see you got twisted.
That's twisted. That's talent.
You see what I'm saying? You understand me? And if you can't whip out answers like that, that man is liable to during a commercial break punch your fucking mouth loose. You understand me? Time is up, sir. You understand me? You're on. You're the man. All right, give me your name now. I'm sorry.
My name is Willie.
Willie, where you working at?
We are twisted. We are awesome. Love it.
Can you repeat that question again?
Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family-owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience begin.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Madhouse Studios. This is the Bobby Baby Walker Hour, and I am Bobby Baby Walker, this is the Baby Love Music Hour, and I'm Bobby Baby Walker. I got it. Anyway, and not because I'm Bobby Baby's, Junior Walker's baby brother, and that's why they call me Bobby Baby. I'm Junior Walker's baby brother, not the Junior Walker, a Junior Walker. So, and anyway, moving right along. So we had an interview with Kirk Adu from Market America, Conquer Entertainment, and he was going over the various things that Conquer Entertainment does for musicians. And I think it's a very important piece that Conquer Entertainment does for musicians, because musicians, when they get out there, they need all the support they can, because venues are closing down. People don't want to pay you what you're worth, and they want you to do things for free all the time. I mean, I don't know too many computer specialists that that do free stuff all the time. You know what I mean? And it's a profession. People don't get that sometimes. And they need all the help. Musicians need all the help they can get to get people to help them to do what they do. Okay. And so Conquer Entertainment is one of those organizations that they set up a platform for musicians to be able to sell their wares. If they don't have wares to sell, they help them by giving them something, somehow, some way of making money. Okay. And that way is when a musician joins, they get a portal, what they call a portal, and they pay $15 a month to maintain this portal. And in the portal, you can put stuff that you need to sell. You can have Conquer Entertainment do some of the work for you. You have various companies that are in the portal that you can buy from, like stuff that you normally would buy during the course of a week or a month or a season. You know, you can go through the portal, buy from Targets, buy from various other companies, and by doing so, you help the artist because the artist will get a few pennies from that, okay? And that assists the artist to keep themselves going while they're waiting for their big break or whatever. I hope I didn't mess that up, Kirk. Okay, so my name is Bobby Baby Walker, and we will be back and soon, okay? Tomorrow is the telethon. Please tune in, and we'll see you next time.